Hello, I'm Foibles and welcome to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. And here we are at the keep. And here we are moving out and on to the next. First we should do that. Like now. Let's take a look. The keep actions. Right. It's not building anything, so yeah, I guess that means that we can start building the next one. South curtain walls. The south curtain wall provides further protection to the bailey from invaders coming from the south. The towers of Caed Nua stand high above the walls of the stronghold. Upgrading the towers will grant perception bonus when resting at Bright Hollow. Well, that's not bad, I suppose. The library, barracks. Well, let's see. I think the dungeons are kind of important. Just in case we find someone to take as prisoner, so let's do that. Let's build up the dungeons so we can throw people into them. And maybe torture them. That sounds fun. Torture them, poor prisoners. And our quests. Let's take a look at that. Well, I suppose we could do that. Speak to the ambassador. Let's do the Bird Lady's quest then. It's in the first forest, I'm pretty sure of that. Yes, interesting stuff. Let's take a look at the map. Walian embassy is here. Go, move it. No, don't pause. I mean fast mode. Run, you faggots. Run. Wait. There's a fight. Ooh. A assassin punch. Some assassins wants to play. Well, so be it then. If you want to play, then let's play. Let's take a look. You want to play, then let's play. Durance is not feeling so hot. Not so hot at all. Circle of Protection creates a large zone of divine shelter, granting allies bonus to all defenses. Sounds pretty good, but you're being pummeled, man. You're being decimated here.
Ready, Watcher.
Let's try to kill this guy off. It's the damn mage that's causing the trouble, it would seem.
Yes?
So let's do this and this and...
Tell me.
Do you have the lay on hands? Yes, you do.
What?
Good. Use it. Durance needs it.
Yes?
These mages seem pretty damn resistant.
How may I help?
Kill them. Kill them, peoples.
How may I help?
Well, let's use this one then. And you can use that fireball. Alright, great. The wizards are dead. One more assassin left. Must say that these are actually quite hard to kill. Nasty stuff. Scrolled note. Written on this scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you are known to have associated with in your brief time in Deerwood. Haha. Great. Just great.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing
Stupid
favorites.
assassins. And there is some grimoires. You too, Sagni, come along. We are moving to the embassy. Embassy. Here. Move it. Move it, you silly dwarf woman.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
Oh, stop complaining. Damn it. Sorry, I had to take a look at my phone quickly. Well, here we are at the embassy. Embassy, right?
Ambassador Augusti, I would speak with you on a matter of some urgency and great importance.
Baluchina, if this is the same matter we previously discussed, I doubt I will be convinced any more easily. Ambassador, please hear her out. Yeah, you are well known in Defiance Bay, Rodrigo, even in the Valian embassy. So you are keeping respectable company these days. Hardly a good reason to go stirring up trouble with Animancers and who knows else.
Ambassador, there are issues at stake here that go beyond rogue merchants and the port staying open. Animancy is under attack in Defiance Bay.
We have to protect our interests here, but that also means knowing when to avoid unnecessary entanglements. The Animancers and the locals have problems. They'll work it out. Or they won't. Either way, there's too much to risk by getting involved.
If it is outlawed here, what would prevent the same from happening in our republics?
Palagina, I do not think your concerns are unfounded, but it is not the place of this embassy to countermand the Republic's policies. If it makes any difference, Ambassador, I am already looking into the matters Palagina has spoken of. It doesn't, but it would be fortuitous if your investigation took you to Twin Elms, because that's where Palagina needs to go.
What is it the Dukes need of me, Ambassador?
The Deerwood's instability has created an opportunity for us to take over their trade with Air Glanfath. We will need to meet with the Glanfathans soon to secure upcoming trade agreements. The roads to Twin Elms can be dangerous, of course, but that's why you'll be our representative there.
Echosi, Ambassador. But won't this provoke the Deerwoodins? Their country is falling apart, and we're already dividing up their trade alliances.
Provoke them into what? Going to war? Through no fault of the Republic's, the Deerwood's armies have been deprived of an entire generation of soldiers. It would be foolish not to take advantage of the situation. If we don't, the Red Serents will. Ambassador, that's some cold compassion considering what these people have been through.
More than that, Ambassador, there is a practical element to consider. We may profit in the short term from this arrangement, but what of the future? The Deerwood won't forget, and the Republics may pay the price for it.
We're not the Dukes, Palagina. It's their decision and our job to carry out their orders. It's not like they're asking you to assassinate someone. Palagina, go to Twin Elms, speak to the Anam-Mephath, impress upon her the instability of the Deerwood, and reassure her of the Valian Republic's desire to open safe trade.
Of course, Ambassador.
I know you planned on investigating this crisis together, but I hope you understand Palagina's responsibilities. I understand, but we are still going to investigate responsibilities or not. Will the Dukes need to hear more about Balgina's mess race wild adventures?
Of course not, Ambassador. I will attend to the unnamed fort as soon as I am able to travel to Twin Elms.
Good, now if you will excuse me.
Could have gone better. Could have gone worse.
Indeed.
I appreciate that you stood up for me, but it's hard to persuade the Ambassador to go against the Duke's orders.
I know you are right, Palagina. We may find a way for you to fulfill your obligations while looking into what's really going on around here. Don't worry.
Enough wisdom for both of us. Now, I just need to find out how to get to Twin Elms before the Ambassador loses his patience.
Still, I fear that making this deal with the Glanfathans will further weaken the Deerwood and make trouble for the Republics in the years to come. Follow your heart. Do what you believe will be best for the Republics.
I wish I knew.
Well, that's one thing. That is one thing done-ish. And the next one, let's
Have you
take
ever chased a skirt wizard? Or do you merely hide
What?
behind them?
Don't pawn your personal problems off on me.
They will use you, cast you off when it suits them. Never speak another word to you.
What?
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
Wow, that's some heated up discussion. I like that. I love it. That's awesome shit. The Wailing Banshee, this is what we are going to do next. The Wailing Banshee in Ondra's Gift. Let's go. Go, 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 go. We need some stuff done, so let's go to the lighthouse and sort this place out. Oh, and there was that chest we were supposed to find as well, wasn't there? Let's take a look. Find Marcino's missing crate. Marcino, a young sailor, yes, it was stolen while he was... Yes, he's on shore and he has yet to... Yeah, alright, please find this... Yeah, alright. It's unlikely they've... alrighty then. Well, I guess we'll search for the crate first and... Ooh, you don't look like a guard. Say you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? See the ship that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Interesting. Have you seen anyone come this way carrying a large chest? Come to think of it, I did. They went that way. Couldn't have gotten too far. Anything else you need? Tell me more about this missing cargo. We started in Cold Morn and we were making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went, business as usual. What happened? Well, when we reached Elina's Rest, we may have agreed to, take on a few crates from some palace called Gliaban Rilag. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo and saw suits of armor and a broken scepter. Don't know why anyone would want a broken anything, but these animancers will buy dirty stockings if you say they came from the ruins. We were almost to Defiance Bay when the screaming started. I've seen my share of barroom brawls, but this sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went below decks to see what all the commotion was about. When they didn't come back, I looked into the hold. I saw one of the suits of armor walking around all by itself. It was covered in blood. When it saw me, it started running for the hatch, so I closed it. So how did the ship get here? I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit the rocks as we were passing Brackenbury. I barely made it to Ondra's Gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I had given up on the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled this up in his nets. It's a part of that scepter from what I recall. There were 3 other pieces, and I'd bet you anything they're somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone could find them, there'd be profit to follow. There must be a reason you haven't gone looking for the rest of the artifact yourself. I'm lucky to have escaped the ship like I did. I'm not taking a chance with those things. Have you talked to the Crucible Knights about this? And admit that I was smuggling relics. I doubt they'd arrest me, but I also doubt that I would see any coin from this mess. What happens if I find the rest? You find the missing pieces of the artifact, and I've got an Animancer friend from my expedition days who'll find you a sack of coppers. All I want out of this is a few £100 for my lost payday. If that sounds fair to you, I'll give you this stone and the name of my contact once you have everything else. Seeing as the kid trekked this stone up in his net, I'd wager you could probably find the missing pieces out in the shallows during low tide. About that Engwithan relic. Yes? Do you have any idea what your Animancer friend wants this relic? Wants with this relic? She was always tinkering with these things back when we were young. I used to think she was the fool, retiring to some dusty studying Brackenbury, but after that horror on the boat, I'm thinking she made the wiser choice. Farewell. Alright then. So eastwards, there was someone... Someone carrying it off to east. So I would think somewhere around here maybe. This is east. So... What's this house called? Oda's house. Maybe here. Let's take a look into Oda's house. Well, hello, Oda. Interesting. Are you here about a Terran? No, but if it's something I can help with, I will. It's my son, his father. We took him fishing 2 days ago, and I haven't seen them since. The neighbors are no help, and the city watch hardly bothers with the gift these days. I'd be out on the docks and looking myself, but I can't leave the baby. I don't dare take an hollowborn out, what with the violence near the brothel. You have a hollowborn baby. Waidwen's legacy is as potent in Defiance Bay as anywhere. People are scared and they're looking for someone to blame, whether it is those women at the brothel or the families of these poor babes. Might be nice if a god or two stepped in and set people straight, but maybe that's just me. I don't approve of what goes on at Mia's place, but these attacks won't earn us the god's mercy, and it's only made it harder to earn a living. Tell me about their disappearance. What do you want to know? Tell me about Darren. He's a brave lad, if a little too bold for his own good, but he's always been a dutiful son and a gentle brother. He's got dark hair, quick eyes and a ready smile. When you find him, you'll recognize him in a heartbeat, I'm sure of it. Tell me about Wade. Sometimes I don't know whether to rejoice or rue that he comes home as often as he goes. He spends most of his time and all of our money drinking at the brothel ever since. Where did you see them last? Weed was taking daring fishing at the docks. That was 2 days ago. I have no more questions. I'll be back if I find anything. I don't know how to thank you. I don't have much to spare these days, but Ondra bless you for anything you can do. That's heartbreaking, it is. That's just so sad. We need that poor woman. But while we are at it, we need to find that crate first. East way, he said. That guy. There's an open... What's going on in here? Grab his purse and go. Haha. Must be these people's. This man's fancy clothes are ripped and blood flows from a fresh cut above his eyes. He tries to push himself up, but his arms is shaking. He winches painfully. Help him up, benevolent. The thank you. My head. What happened? I was just on my way out to the club. It's a rough part of town, but the rebels never been violent. Even at night with Igali isn't worth this. Huh. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Could it be that it's in here? We need to find it. I want to find it.
Nothing like this
Mia.
in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaruna the milkmaid. She knew what she was doing.
Indeed.
Overfried cod, watered ale, and prostitution. A bastion of Deerwooden culture.
Visit new lands, see the sights. I do love travel.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
That was fun. That was pretty fun, I must say. Reach for the soul. You see the prow of a ship slice through the deck of another Walian spice vessel and yes, we wouldn't panic. The pirates are upon the ship in the space of a shout. All elbows called earrings and violence. Crewmen are hurled, shoved and punched off the decks as the dog-eared captain boards. The hunt begins immediately as water begins to calm. Claim the wounded merchant vessel. The larger cargo boxes are ignored entirely in favor of the smaller, more delicate boxes and jars. The captain stands, water snarling around his ankles as he waits for each of his crew to return to the ship with their plunder. Counting them off, he takes a running jump and grabs the railing, howling himself both the remains of the merchant vessel as the remains of the merchant vessel are devoured by the ocean below. The crew applauds, raucous cheers and laughter as they begin to sort through the valuable Walian spices. The Fanchington would eat well tonight. Orsio.
Well met.
Huh. You have me at loss. How could I afford time with such magnificent creator? Make mine free and we'll call it even. And a clever lad as well. What can... nothing this time. I think that's a guy. Well, we don't want... We don't do guys. This table... I have questions about Lentry. What is it to you? Lentry was your friend. That the least you could do is answer a few questions. Yeah, fine. You don't have to get your small clothes in a knot about it. So what is it you are wanting with Lentry? Tell me about Lentry. He spent most of his time here drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He didn't volunteer details and I didn't ask. But he had a working man's hands and a working man's taste for drink. When and where did you last see Lentry? Right here, getting drinks with me, just like we have every night for the last few years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him, and I didn't think he preferred it, and I think he preferred it that way. It's probably why we got on so well, plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, have another creak at the respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy the drinks. That's when she showed up. Who's this woman you're talking about? A real fancy lady name's Lumdala. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that, but Lumdala, she was falling all over Lentry that night, left with him too. Where did Lentry and Lumdala go? She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. She just said they had to pick something up at her house in the Copper Lane first, some cozy little place by the northern gate. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over at the amphitheater in Copper Lane. That's where she said they were going to see their show. Maybe someone there saw him. That's all I needed to know. Right, let me know if you find him, yeah? Because that bastard owes me a round if he's found the good life. And this is part of the three people that are missing. Yes, from the Lady Webb's estate thing. I don't really see brothel guard. Is that the...
Greetings.
Huh. Any reckless interested in here and earning some coin? The kinds of past business local roadies have taken the harassing to my yard, working boys and girls, and our customers. They started showing up right after this rash of Hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. There aren't too many who care about what happens in places like the Gift, but whereas you are an exception, the knights are too busy sniffing around Duke Avar to bother with us commoners, and I'd just as soon not deal with their business anyway. Tell me how I can help. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me that these aren't random incidents. You put a stop to these attacks and I'll find a real nice way to thank you. Got me? I've got questions. What do you know about these attacks? You only have to step outside to see it for yourself. Those thugs out there are just waiting to cause trouble for anyone coming or going. Maybe they would have let you pass, however. Tell me more about your business. It's not doing as well as I'd like with all this trouble. I run an honest enterprise, just trying to give folks a little rest and relaxation. You help me out and I'll see about getting you a special discount. I'll see what I can do. I don't know. It seems like the... Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, yeah, it doesn't seem like... It doesn't seem like... Yep. No chests here. And I do have to take a break here, so the chest in the next episode. So yeah. Thank you for watching. If you liked the episode, then please do click the like button and subscribe to my channel. It really helps out a lot and I'd appreciate it a ton as well. You have a nice day. Thank you for, and I hope I see you in the next episode and video and whatever, you know the things. Yeah, bye bye.